quarter, maybe even a third to a half of your health. And that blatant aggression combined with the Ignite and Ghost Burst means Tryndamere is actually going to be doing very well in this lane if he keeps up that sort of playstyle every time he comes to lane.
Not to mention that because of all the damage that Teemo was dealing, Tryndamere was getting more and more attack damage as the fight wore on. So continuing to harass him back was just not working out for him. But Tryndamere went back and grabbed a longsword and headed right on back to lane. So he is definitely pretty happy with this situation right now.
His wave was also pushing at the time of that aggression, meaning that Teemo's going to be down on not only the last hits, but more importantly, he's going to be down on some experience. Tryndamere's already level 3, Teemo's only level 2. And with max rage, Tryndamere is going to be a very deadly force right now.
Anyway, we have a gank coming into the mid lane here. Distace is going to get jumped on by Lightem. It's a nice snare there from Adonai. Flash is going to get burned, but is red buff going to tick him away? He's getting dangerously low here. No, it's not enough. Distace is going to get on out of there. Lightem took 2 tower shots, unsure whether or not to finish him off, and that's going to be Distace getting out of there by the skin of his teeth, really.
Distace had a really good idea there that a lot of players tend to forget. They forget that they actually do have potions. And that potion was actually just what he needed, just barely enough to keep him alive from that red buff true damage. Too many players, when they get into fights, they have so many things to focus on that they forget they have potions. And over time, those potions actually make a huge difference just in the amount of healing.
Anyway, we got Lightem now coming in the bot lane. Now, a ward was just placed into the top lane bush here by Alistair, and they're actually backing up. But here we go. Leona's going to go in with the Zenith Blade. Knockup now coming up, going to hit both bot laners, and that's going to help him get away for sure. Not enough damage output or CC in there, so Lightem is forced to just retreat back into the jungle.
In the top lane, Logan's continuous Chris actually forced Teemo to back again, forcing a flash with him barely getting out. Just about 50 health left. At this point, Teemo's falling very far behind. He only has 9 minions, compared to Tryndamere's 32 and a kill bonus. Meaning, unless Wukong gets up there and starts camping that lane a lot, Tryndamere is going to be incredibly fed, and that is not something you want in any game.
Yeah, we were talking about that early game snowball. It's going to come down to which team can snowball. Keeping Teemo this far behind will give Red Team a massive advantage going into the mid game.
Right now, Red Team is sitting at about a 1,000 gold advantage, and that actually is likely due to the fact that they are farming very well in all their lanes. The only Ziggs is down by a couple minions, and that's because he was forced to back.
But Logan here, gonna go down, getting extremely bold, started hitting OOG attack under turret, thinking he could just spin away. Took an Ignite, and luckily Lightem was right there, ready to go in. Logan not paying attention to a ward he had set up on the river bush.
In the bot lane, Alistair actually just popped his flash in order to pulverize Doomsdays and Fastways in the same exact place. They're actually going to go back towards that aggression. Leona's going way too far. They're not aware of how many minions there are. WillYouLose is going to get an ability. Is he going to pick up this kill? He's going to turn on the Ezra, and that's going to be a double kill for WillYouLose on Sivir. They did not know just how big the minion wave bot is, and that is something that I always stress that you must be aware of. They actually could have outdamaged if there was no minions in order to put out a huge amount of damage, especially at levels 3 and 4 for Phazoid and Doom's device. That amount of minion damage, just constant harass, means that they probably took at least 30 to 40% damage from minions alone. Someone said to go in, and that was a very, very bad decision and a free kill for bottom lane.
Oh, and in the mid lane, Distace drops the Ignite. A beautiful flash from Avonai to get out of the range of that giant bomb. Distace is going to be able to push up to this tower for free. Avonai, you should run away, a bouncing bomb, and you're dead here. But he's being really bold and just hanging out. Distace looks like he wants to make it happen. Is he going to do it? No, the minion's in the way. Another bouncing bomb, barely going to miss. And he's forced to back out. Sivir, by the way, after that double kill, goes back, grabs a BF sword and a long sword. So she is incredibly happy with her situation in the bottom lane right now.
Interesting, actually, Alistair choosing for his first buy to buy a chain vest straight up. That's a very, very interesting choice item, and I'm not sure if I would agree with it. I'd rather see him start with something like a Sightstone, just in order to get that vision bot lane. It seems I don't know, kind of niche pick that doesn't really seem to fit here.
Yeah, really weird support pick, but I mean, if you have the money and if you're going to be Alistair, I mean, now he actually has the ability to literally walk up and pulverize if he ever feels so inclined. So now that he has that ability with that chain vest, we might start seeing a more aggressive play out of red team's bot lane. I also like to point out real quick, Teemo 18 farm now as we near the 8.5 minute mark to Tryndamere with 64, literally the most on the map. And he's actually going to do some damage under turret here. Now that he has his ultimate, he's not afraid to tower dive. So Logan 316 doing an insane amount of work for his team so far.
Teemo is, while an incredibly good counter pick to Tryndamere, he is kind of known as the counter pick to Tryndamere. And the problem with that is sometimes players will pick him up if they're not exactly sure about the matchup, but they'll just have heard that it is a very good counter. And unless you play that role exactly right, which is defensive for the first couple levels and then just zone, 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 it's not going to go in your favor, and that early aggression is what has lost him his lane.
Yeah, Tryndamere, like I said, most farm on the map right now, as well as sitting on a Bilgewater Cutlass. So he is really happy. And also, if we look at the gold real quick, it's almost a 2,000 gold advantage for red side here, just off of kills alone. It's 3-1 in the kill count. And that is just, they might be the team to end up snowballing here as we move forward. And I'd like to point out, Fazoid just hit level 6 in the bottom lane. Leona still sitting at level 4 here. So while both red teams bot lane have their ultimates and can go in here, Leona will not be able to ultimate to save her teammates right now. So it's a really interesting situation. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have a gank coming in. Gravis is going to use that dash early. Avenai going to drop a snare. A beautiful satchel charge into Bouncing Bomb. Not enough to get him with the mines. Is the Bouncing Bomb going to finish it? Yes, it is. Ziggs is going to come away with the kill there. Nice gank there from Gravis. And that's going to be another kill for red side in the mid lane.
And in the bot lane, actually, another aggression with the Zenith Blade from Doom's Device directly onto WillYouLose. However, he is able to outdamage so much. At this point, they're just way behind. The Boomerang Blade misses, but if it hit, and one more auto attack would have been able to finish Leona off. At this point, she is going very aggressive. I'm not sure why. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Lightness actually on Wukong jumping into Destiny. It's actually a beautiful ultimate, going to be able to chunk him really hard and see if he'll be able to get that one last Q off in order to get the kill. And minions not being able to do just enough damage, and that was a very, very well-timed gank. He saw that Destace was just a little bit too far pushed up forward, and he said, I'm going to get this free kill.
Yeah, a lot going on overall. First, we had that gank in the mid lane from Grapist, and really nice just communication between him and Distace to get that kill onto Avenai. Then in the bottom lane, Doom's Device being incredibly over-aggressive considering how far behind they are in the bot lane. Terrible decision to engage there, and they really paid the price, almost dying. And then finally the follow-up, just really good awareness from Lightmus to know exactly what he could do to Distace. Had his flash up, able to follow Distace under his turret and finish him off there. So good play from Lightmus here, but red team still with a really nice advantage here.
In the mid lane, Distace right now is up a solid 20 farm combined. He also has the strong kill advantage. Ugatak is actually able to fight off this Tryndamere using the blind, but he's not going to have enough damage. Just Tryndamere's raw damage output means that he's going to be able to ult and just calmly walk away. He's hopefully going to be able to lifesteal out of that mushroom, but with just the constant aggression.
He had the Q ready and he gets back.
He's got his Vildraughter Cutlass. He's going to be able to charge in slow constantly, and unless Ugatak gets those ganks quicker and quicker, Tryndamere's just going to be out of control. He's at 100 farm right now at 11 minutes.
And he's up 2 kills to the 1 death he had. Ugatak, 40 farm, not a single main item completed yet.
Ledimus actually is going to go in here bot lane.
Oh, there's the flash here. Black Gamma going to try and knock up Doom's Device. Exhaust drop onto Fazoid. Fazoid getting incredibly low. A really nice ult there from Leona to help save his teammate. Exhaust drop now onto WillYouLose. Doom's Device is continuing to chase down, but Grapus comes in from the back. A beautiful ult from Ezreal, but barrier is popped onto WillYouLose will get away. And what about Fazoid though? Grapus is going to turn around. Leona is going to go down to WillYouLose. WillYouLose going to fall to Lightmus, but now Grapus here is to clean up the rest of this fight. Are they going to be able to chase down Lightmus? Grapus has already used his dash. Lightmus will escape here, but beautiful play from red team to survive for so long and get their jungler in there for that play to turn around in their favor.
That is great, great team communication. Grapus did not finish farming. He just said immediately, my team needs help bot lane, and that's exactly where I'm going to go. And as soon as he came down, he was able to immediately jump on Fazoid, get that kill, and then help his team clean up the fight by getting the kill on Doom's Device. That is what you need to do as a jungler. You need to be aware that your lanes take priority over anything else. When he was able to jump down, if he had not, that would have been such the easiest double kill against WillYouLose and Black X Gambit.
And both junglers tried to retreat up to this mid lane here. Distaste and Avenai were getting ready to come bot as well to help out. But it looks like they're just going to stay safe in the mid lane here. Meanwhile, Ugatek forced back yet again by this Tryndamere play from Logan316, who's now sitting at 110 farm. Has Berserker's Greaves, Zeal, and the Doran's Blade he already had on top of that Bilgewater Cutlass. He is in such a nice position here.
Meanwhile, in bot lane, Doom's Device actually misses the Zenith Blade in a warded bush against WillYouLose. He manages to pop his ultimate, but the Spell Shield is able to keep WillYouLose perfectly safe.
WillYouLose sitting 3-1-1 right now, as well has a Bloodthirster. So WillYouLose is in every 80 carries wet dream right now, and just completely winning the lane and pulling farther and farther ahead. But blue team here gonna take the cue of WillYouLose going back to try and take Dragon here. Distace is here to try and interrupt. Black X Gambit is now gonna show up. Are they gonna try and stop this? Here comes the ult from Ziggs! Nice smite from Wukong is gonna take it. Grapus gets her in the nick of time. Lydamus is on the back here, gonna go down to Alistair, in fact. Avenai now in the back, gonna go down here. Grapus getting chased out of the pit by Fazloid. Fazloid goes dangerously low. Can he finish it? WillYouLose intercepts the Q, and WillYouLose gets a double kill. Black X Gambit trying to stay on Avenai. Can Avenai escape here? Beautiful headbutt back into the middle of the lane. Black X Gambit gonna pulverize. WillYouLose shows up in the nick of time. Another kill for red team. Great turnaround, and that is an ace because Tryndamere was able to get Ugatek in the top lane, and that is an ace at 14 minutes and 40 seconds.
Incredible turnaround. They may have lost that dragon, but who cares when you can get an ace at 14 minutes in. We saw in the Priest Champ Select lobby that red team had those targeted bans. What that means is they actually had some team communication. They knew what they were doing from the start. And in this play, that showed through. They had that beautiful turnaround when blue team was focused on taking dragon. Deste saw, he said, even if I can't steal dragon, I can at least ult them and just nuke them for so much damage. They're going to be able to pick up blue team's blue buff on top of this, but just that is beautiful team communication, and they know exactly how to work together just to roll through every single team fight.
And Logan316 continuing to be a bully onto Ugatek. Ugatek at level 8 right now to Logan316's level 11. Blue team in general, incredibly underleveled. Doom's Device just hit level 7. Phazoid level 8. Ugatek level 8. The jungler and the mid laners are the only ones sitting at level 10 here, while everyone on red side, is level 8 or higher. Level 8 being the lowest on Grapus. 2 level 11s from the top and the mid laners, and both bot laners hitting level 9. So it is definitely a serious level fest here for red side.
Red side right now is just playing this game completely beautifully. They know exactly how to counter. And actually, interesting to note, Logan right now is going very aggressive on Tryndamere, on Avenai, who decided to come back top to try and fight. He flashes away, but he has Ignite on him, and Logan is actually able to just chase him down and use his spin to win.
Yeah, Logan316, knowing when his ult is up, can just go in whenever he feels like it on another champ. And he saw that Avenai has bought no armor items yet. In fact, going for Tier and Catalyst. So Tryndamere still doing full damage onto Ryze. Tryndamere now 4-1 in this game so far.
I do agree completely with the decision to lane swap. I think that is exactly what they needed, but it came too late. At this point, Tryndamere is still able to completely roll through Ryze, in which could have been an early game shutdown.
And I'd also like to point out Tryndamere has actually been proxy farming this entire time. That top lane turret is just now going down. So he finally gets that after farming this entire time, sitting at 162 farm. No one on blue team has even hit 100 farm yet. Huge advantage for red side right now.
In other news, Firesoda has just hit 100 minions. Right as he said that. But Logan is sitting at over 100 farm, a full 100 farm over his lane opponent. Teemo has just finished his first item, and it's not even a full item build.
Ooh. Grape is getting caught in the jungle of blue side, forced to flash out of there. Really rough situation for him, but he's going to go ahead and run away here, and blue side is going to feel safe in their jungle yet again.
Red team is actually doing a great job of warding this game as well. They've constantly been up on wards, and right now Alistair's dropping wards left and right. He's able to scan everything. Tryndamere has actually been warding very nicely in his own lane. Blue team just now has dropped down those 3 wards, but they don't really have quite as much vision and a global map control as red team has been having.
Yeah, I agree completely with that. The three wards on the ground right now, definitely not enough for blue side. They're all very much in the same area, not really covering a lot of global map space for them. And red team is actually going to walk right into the jungle here. Black Gambit's going to get jumped on by Lightimus here. Nice Zenith Blade, but going to get interrupted by the knockup. Distace in there to help save his teammate. Doomsdevice looking to go back in. And all of that just to place that ward in that bush right next to Race there. Rest of red team now showing up. Grapus really wants his red buff. It looks like Lightimus going to drop a ward though. Lightimus might try and smite steal this if he again get a good enough vision on it, but unfortunately that ward doesn't give him any vision, so blue team forced to retreat here. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Logan 316 going in on Oogie Tag. Oogie Tag first to flash. That's not going to help at all. He's going to go down for free underneath his turret. Avenai trying to come in and make up for it, but Logan's just going to walk away. Did not even use his ult. He might have to once he steps on this mushroom. No, it doesn't even do that much damage. It's a lot of mushrooms, though. He's going to hit one more, and then he's going to heal up and get on out of there.
Tryndamere right now, I will just say it, he is going to be able to push, and he is going to be able to shove that lane. And red team right now is strong enough. There is 5-1 score on WillYouLose on Sivir. He's already completed his Bloodthirst. He's had out for a while, meaning he has sitting on actually 2.6 thousand gold right now. He's going to go back and pretty much just buy his Phantom Dancer or Training Force or whatever the hell he wants. Destace is running 2-1 and Xin Zhao is 1-0. The fact of the matter is, at this point, red team can likely 4v5 all of blue team. So Tryndamere is just going to
but here we go. Lightimus going to go in on Destace. They want to get Destace down, and they get him immediately. Now Grapus is stuck all alone here. The rest of blue side going to focus him down. He's going to get out. No, he's not. He's going to go down. Double kill for Lightimus. Lightimus continuing to go in. WillYouLose force a pop barrier. WillYouLose trying to kite. Lightimus gets another kill here. No, that kill actually went to Avenai, and they're going to end up chasing down Black X Gambit, and that's going to be another kill for blue side. Blue side looking like they're bringing it back.
To completely correct my last statement, red team can 4v5, but only if they don't get caught just like that. Logan is able to free farm top, and he was able to grab a tower, and he's actually going to be pushing on an inhibitor turret at just 20 minutes in. And I'm not really sure who can stop him right now. He's not going to have the minions to finish this push, especially with two champions coming up. But red team getting caught there was very, very unfortunate. It was a completely split fight, and they should have actually backed away from that when they knew they were going to lose. I would have liked to see blue team pick up Dragon off of that, but it seemed like they just kind of split individual roles because they were too worried about Tryndamere free farming as he has been. Actually, he's sitting at 202 minions at 20 minutes in. He's going to be caught by Avenai here, and Avenai's going to go for the snare, but an easy ghost and heal up is going to keep Logan completely safe.
Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Phazoid almost dying here for a turret. Grape is trying to chase him down, forced to jump away and then flash. Just Grape is going to be able to chase him down. No, it doesn't look like it. So Phazoid in the bottom lane finally gets the first turret for blue side. Blue side might try and go for another turret here, but now that all the minions are cleared out, they are going to have to retreat. Wow, Logan's going to go in here, actually. Nice ult there from Distace, going to hit everyone that's left. Lightimus trying to get away. Avenai incredibly low. Doomsdevice caught up in the rest of the team. Grape is trying to chase down the rest of blue team here. He's going to end up getting Avenai. Avenai will fall, and Lightimus, sitting with under 100 health, gets back to base. Red team going to, looks like, grab another tower off of this, while Tryndamere heads to bot lane.
That's a 0-for-3 exchange, completely in red team's favor. Tryndamere's burst is ridiculous. I actually was surprised by his decision to go in, but pleasantly so. He knows his champion very, very well. He's sitting 6-1. He knows exactly how fed he is, and he's able to just burst through anyone on blue team. I don't even remember who he hit first, but their health just evaporated, and that free dragon pickup puts them at an over 10,000 gold lead right now.
And that's a lot for the 20-minute mark, especially. This is still an early point in the game, and it feels like this game's been going on for forever because of how deep red team has managed to get in onto blue side. But it's only 22 minutes in, and we're seeing a 10,000 gold league, over double the kills here, and red team all just went back and spent that gold. Everyone except for the bottom lane here, so they're definitely gonna start feeling the hurt in a second.
And at this point, red team actually could very easily group as 4 and push down bottom lane while Tryndamere shoves the top lane quite easily. They'd be able to get an inhibitor at this 22-minute mark very, very easily. So as soon as they group up and start pushing, I'm not really sure what blue team can do to counter them at this point. No one champion can stand against Tryndamere right now, but they need all 5 in order to match up against the 4 remaining members of Red Team.
Yeah, and looks like Red Team is trying to take advantage of that. Send Tryndamere top, send the rest of the team mid, and force Blue Team to split up their forces and try to deal with Tryndamere. But Tryndamere can take on any one person that comes his way. So they will have to send multiple people to deal with him and then force a bad engagement in the mid lane here. Tryndamere actually going to fall away from top lane and join his team in the mid lane. And it looks like we've got a bit of a siege going on in the mid lane here. Oh, and an ult is going to come out. Doomsdevice is going to go in. Sivir going to pop the ult here. The Stace gets exhausted and exploded. Nice ult from Lydamus, but now Logan316 coming in from the side. Who's he going to focus? He got snared. He's not going to do anything, but Lydamus is going to go down. Doomsdevice still up in the middle here, going to go down as well. Ugitak sitting with very low health in the back, drops the shroom. Is it going to be enough? Barrier was popped for WillYouLose, but it's not enough. In now, Alistair going to go down as well. Logan316 not able to do the impact that he's been giving in that team fight, and Blue Team is going to come out ahead.
3 kills going to Avenai in that fight. Or, actually, no, sorry, 2 kills. But 3 kills, never mind. But he was doing really, really well. Logan seemed to have a bit of indecisive there. He wasn't sure if he wanted to jump in or not. And when WillYouLose stepped a bit too close, he got kind of greedy. He stepped on the shroom, which gave him the slow to take an extra hit from the tower, which brought him down along with the shroom's poison and the ignite that was burning away at him. Blue Team actually played that very, very well. Doomsdevice knew exactly when to initiate. And he got a multi-team member ultimate off, which actually let them win that fight quite handily. And if they keep having fights like that, that was just very poor planning and communication from Red Team.
Meanwhile, Logan316 going in against Lydamus here. He's diving the turret for it, and he's going to get it. Not even going to need his ult, because he just deals so much damage here. Good catch there by Logan316.
Red Team seizing the opportunity of a downed Wukong, meaning that Blue Team actually doesn't have nearly as much AoE burst potential right now. And they're going to be able to shove down this mid lane pretty aggressively. Wukong is up in 15 seconds, however, he does not have the home guards right now, so they have to be able to hold on for a little bit more.
But it looks like Red Team just sitting here buying time so Logan316 can finish that bot lane turret. And it worked out very nicely for them. Also, good sweeper there used by Black X Gambit to clean out the shrooms. And it looks like they're going to actually try and push in to this mid lane turret. Nice snare from Avenai, but ult is going to come out from Black X Gambit. Are they going to be able to finish him off? Yes, he is. Great kill there from Sivir. Lydamus is going to come in with the Wukong ult. He's taking heavy damage, though. It's not going to work out. Doomsdevice also going to get pulverized here. Ooh, G attack. The only one left here for Blue side. He's going to go down, and Red Team was able to clean up that turret and ace the team all at once.
And that actually should be game. If they just keep pushing here, they'll be able to clean up those Nexus turrets with the insane amount of damage from Tryndamere, Xin Zhao, and Sivir right now. Interesting, actually,
Yeah.
what I found fascinating was, both of us missed this, but Ezreal was dead. He's back up now, but Ziggs somehow bursted him while we were still worried about who was sweeping for shrooms. WillYouLose actually able to 1v1 him under the fountain.
Yeah, this is going to be GG here. They're doing what they can to clean him up. Zenith Blade going to come out here. Distace forced to back off. If Logan uses his ult to take the Nexus, he can probably win this game right here and now and there. He's going to do exactly that, but he gets shut down in the nick of time. Black X Gambit trying to finishing it. Distace trying to finish it. They can't clean up the Nexus. 400 left here. And Grapus is going to get chased out by the rest of Blue Team.
Oh, the failed X-Decade didn't quite work. He wasn't sure if he wanted to fight, and he's like, no, I'm going to go Superman it, and then it didn't work. However, at this point, Blue Team is down almost there. Is that going to get the inhibitor? That is going to get the inhibitor right now. They're down 2 inhibitors. They're going to have a really hard time pushing against us, and all it takes is for Red Team to respawn, sweep down, and finish off that easy Nexus. That fight went very, very strongly in Red Team's favor. They knew exactly how to capitalize on just their insane amounts of damage right now. Nobody had to tank the tower for too long, because who needs to tank the tower when you've already killed everything along your path? And in the beginning, I want to watch the replay later, because Ezreal just evaporated. He was only hit by 2 characters, Ziggs and someone else, but they don't have any long-range CC. And I'm not sure how Ziggs got caught quite that badly.
At any rate, though, it looks like Red Team getting ready to push mid yet again. Not even bothering to go for Baron. Doomsdevice in a really rough spot if he gets caught out right now. But it looks like everyone's going to just play it safe. They're going to charge for the Nexus. Yet again, 2 Shrooms here to guard it, but a nice minion wave coming in. And, I hit a lag spike right there. Doom's Device forced to recall back here. And are they going to do it? This time, Logan316 has his ult. If he just goes in, he might be able to clean it up. Good sweep onto the mushrooms. And there's an ult from Lidamus. Lidamus is going to do what he can here. Ult comes out from Sivir. Sivir going to chase on Lidamus. Lidamus will fall first. Logan316 trying to fight the rest of the team. Good ult going to come out from Logan316. He's going to clean up the rest of blue side. Doom's Device is the only one left remaining here. And Rise was able to finish off Will You Laugh, but it's not going to do it, and that will be GG.
And that was a very, very good final team fight. Actually, in that one, Alistair didn't even bother joining the fight. He was just going to whack away at the Nexus. That was a very conclusive end, and I like to say that, honestly, the Tryndamere shutdown, he's 300 farm at 28 minutes in this fight, which is absolutely absurd at this level of play. And it looks like we are actually going to go into Game 2. I did not know that we had Game 2.
Oh, wow. Game 2. That'll change a lot of things. I'm going to grab some water, actually.
Yeah, I am too.
The last thing I'd like to point out, the final gold differential between these two teams was almost 20,000. And this is not even a 30-minute game, and a 20,000 goal differential is insane. But at any rate, I'm going to grab some water. BRB team. Ugh.
Whew. All right, oh man, that's actually a ridiculously very entertaining game, and we're going to go into Game 2 very, very, very soon here. Oh man, that's actually a ridiculous... And I'll actually be right back as well. I need to be able to grab some water because my throat is absolutely parched after this. So I will be... stream will be back in just a moment while we get everything set up.